Once again, I'm back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to another episode of TUBARS, the Uncle Grisown Review Show. And listen, come on, man. Y'all gonna front like everybody ain't talking about Drake Scorpion? Here's all everybody else is talking about it. Then why can't I? I do this. I break these genres down for y'all. I'ma hop into that a little later. I came across somebody else, y'all, that I felt like I needed to talk about. I'm talking about this boy, the kid Chant. Social media can be used in a good way, and in this instance, I think it was. Just take a chance. Bars is back, volume 2. Once I see Bars is back, I really be listening for Bars, y'all. I gotta break this joint down for y'all. Mixtape. I'm gonna hop into that a little later, but of course, in like fashion, I gotta tell y'all about what I was able to grab. Now, these boys, you could call them what you want. I think they're an icon in hip-hop. They paved the way for me, you know, back in the day with the, this is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? Alright, we all know what the deal is with that. Cant Low, Candyland Express. I grabbed that joint, I'm digging into that. And come on, man. If you really want to get gritty and grimy, yeah, I mean, you want to get hyped for the gym or whatever the case may be, how could you not throw on my man Casanova? It's commissary joint. A lot of people can relate to this joint and can relate to what my man be talking about out here in these streets, man. Tiana Taylor, you know what I mean? Being as though Ye didn't give us another album this week, okay? Gave us a little break. I did grab the KTSE joint. I'm digging in that joint a little bit. And, you know, Westside Gun, his ball, man, it just gives you all of these great MCs to listen to. So why wouldn't I grab my man Benny the Butcher's Butcher on steroids, okay? Some more dope street music. And you can never front on this ball. He's been giving out quality music for years. Texas representative, Trey the Truth, the 48 Hours Later joint. I grabbed that joint. So, I've been digging into that too. And you know what? Anything else? Nah, that was really about it this week, y'all. I'm gonna hop into this dope video and these dope reviews. I'll be back after these messages.
Say slide. G.O. and Melon, man.
Hey.
Say slide.
Hey.
Yeah.
Check. You niggas need a tutorial. I seen it come in the Oracle. I don't get hype when the money come, cause it ain't came and went like it's deplorable. Running bands, never hype, a hit a state euphoria. I'm not a warrior. Business options got a plethora. On sativas, I'm not regular. I got reservations or whatever if your concubine want this cucumber. 40s, 50s, check the caliber. Check yourself for I'm checking you. Registers, jackpot, no now you're melting up with bananas, try impeaching this. Pop your cherry like virginity, that whole arrangement, that'll be edible. Really, I'm Gucci, I'm credible. Like a king, unforgettable. They try to copy my pen steady like a doctor writing this illegible. Walk a mile in these size 12s, I'm already 10 feet ahead of you. Ain't nothing about you, dudes hetero. I'm a rock star, Chris Jericho. Bando, Lil Mexico. Plug go long, Plexico. I'm not a warrior. One eye open through the cornea. All ears, rappers getting cornier. I try to tell them I'm a warrior. Say slide. Gang. Say slide. Stay fly like Aaliyah. Burn down with the left eye. And I rock out Kurt Cobain and my gang all at the same time. You ain't check out. You ain't bout that, you ain't gotta lie. Say slide, gang, say slide, stay fly like Aaliyah. Burn down with the left eye. And I rock out Kurt Cobain and my gang all at the same time. You ain't check out. You ain't bout that, you ain't gotta lie.
I'm not a warrior. Stay in the flow, call it Nautica. G.O. and Mel, we the Army, the Navy, Marines. I'm the sergeant to slaughter you. I super red, got the lokes. Rapping my quotes, outside we strap with the toast. Come to the table, break bread with like all of my folks. Whoa, nigga, my flow is impeccable. Nigga, your flow unacceptable. Stay on my grind, tryna shine all the time like an oyster perpetual. Told them little hoes they so regular. Shorty, your man, he a regular. Baby, I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I took a step back to get here from you. Call me King Midas, I touch it. Calling me Hammer, can't touch this. If it ain't royal, we flush it. Like Wu-Tang ain't nothing with. We reign supreme, it's the team. This magic could ring. Like when Will hit a beam. Off with your head, get your team.
Hey, say slide, gang gang, say slide, stay fly like Aaliyah. Burn down with the left eye, and I rock out Kurt Cobain and my gang all at the same time. You ain't check out, you ain't bout that, you ain't gotta lie. Say slide, gang gang, say slide, stay fly like Aaliyah. Burn down with the left eye, and I rock out Kurt Cobain and my gang all at the same time. You ain't check out, you ain't bout that, you ain't gotta lie.
Hey, once again, I'm back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to the second segment of TUBARS, the Uncle Brisson Review Show. And listen, y'all know when I think somebody is dope, I definitely got to tell y'all about them. Or if I think somebody is worth giving a listen to, even if they got some potential, you know what I mean, and I can hear it, I want to give it to y'all before the world kind of hops on it. So when I heard this boy, the kid Chance, it sounded, he sounded like he's gonna be something special in the industry. So I went, dug up this nice little mixtape that he released a little bit ago called Take a Chance, Volume 2, Bars is back. Now if I see Bars is back, I definitely gotta put my ears to this joint. This boy, if I'm not mistaken, he lives in Brooklyn, or he's from Brooklyn by way of Queens, you know what I mean? Hopefully, I didn't get that screwed up, but he's a New York MC, and, it's kind of tough in New York with a lot of these dope MCs. So, let's see how my man fares. First off, he begins this mixtape so good, y'all. I can't even front. This bar mitzvah track, the bar is capitalized in the middle, and it's for good reason, y'all. This is 6 minutes of just pure dopeness. This boy, he got like 6 or 7 different beats within this one track, and he smashes all the joints. Okay, he got some dope quotables. Fill your girl up with kids. Treat your shorty like the family van. You know what I'm saying? What's the other joint? Keep 2 pieces on me. Just know it's no bikini. You know what I mean? I just. The other John, what do he say? This is light work, and he's the electrician. I mean, come on, y'all. Some dope quotables from the gate, which set the tone and had me eager to listen for more. You know what I mean? Sage mode. Now, when you hear the Chirac beat, you're like, oh man, somebody else, doing this Chirac joint. But in actuality, did I say that correctly? Actually, he destroys this joint. Alright, takes the beat, makes it his own, you know what I mean? He even says that he didn't even really want to do the beat, but we're glad you did, Chance. We really are. Alright, and I think we could do better, alright? Another beat, industry joint, Panda. Now, a lot of people did this Panda beat, you know what I mean? But again, the one thing I will say about the beats, the industry beats that Chance chooses on his album is he makes these joints his own. Doesn't sound anything like Designer's Panda. Destroys this joint. Second verse, he's like, I think we can do better. And he destroys the second verse, and, I leave it up to the listeners to see, did he do better or did he not? You know what I'm saying? Then we got Puerto Rican Shakespeare, the No Frauds beat. Again, he starts off smooth on this joint. Then after the chorus, he begins with this rapid fire spit. You know what I'm saying? And again, y'all, all these beats, he made them, he took them, and they actually belong to him. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Golden Locks, XXX. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite beat samples, man. The Dipset, I'm telling you, man, I really mean it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know anything about that joint, the energy you hear on this track, it just shows why he respects bars, and, why you should respect bars too. Don't come at my man sideways. I love the Rihanna call out, and we all probably feel that way about her. You know what I mean? If we make it, I mean, who's not going to, you know what I mean, get at a shot? Now we got Why You Mad, all right? Another Drake sample. Talks to the haters that feel some type of way because, you know, you got people feeling you, then you got people feeling your style. You know, you're a dope MC. You know what I mean? I love the industry reach outs he talks to on this particular track. Cool Herc. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Man. You know what I mean? Like we all need that I guess if you want to say them type of confidence call outs to solidify that we are going to definitely be something in the game. You know what I mean? He talks that you know, when he's on the road, folks be reaching out, you know, for what you might have to offer or whatever. Now that you know you're on your way to stardom, but he ain't around. You know what I mean? Then we hop into Little Oop again. The Gucci Gang beat. All right, it's just some fly brag rap over the Gucci Gang beat. You know what I mean? He talks dudes acting like they something that they really not, and if you test them, things will, you know, they won't fare well for you. You know what I mean? Halfway through the track, you can hear how his energy changes, his aggressive flow. It kind of draws the listener in. A nice remix of a track that I normally would skip because, you know, that's not my type of music. But my man Chance destroyed that jump. Then we got Hello to a Deal. All right, so now on the back end, after these industry reps, you know what I'm saying, he's starting to get a little personal. So this talks to, you know, him being rare in the game and how he's working towards blowing up, how he's going to blow soon. You know what I mean? You could hear the dopeness without him having a deal. And don't waste his time. And those who did is going to get cut off once he, you know, gets to the status that he know he deserves. You know, once he's heard, the labels is going to be trying to get at him. And I could tell you, once he's heard, that's probably going to happen. Then we got Free Jeezy, another dope sample to make the music with your mouth big. You know, that kind of took me back. This is probably my favorite track on this joint, just because you hear the confidence in his flow. You know what I mean? He rides that beat so well, wordplay, quotables. It's just all through this track, y'all. Then we got More Than a Woman, another dope sample, the Aaliyah joint. You know, it's a track that talks to, you know, wanting to be with one woman. You know, a good woman out here sometimes is rare, you know, and because of the lying and the fakery within relationships, you know, it's kind of hard for him to want to be tied down, you know what I mean? So with that being said, he right now, he got more than one woman, you know, and he'll be, you know, dedicated to one woman once he finds somebody that's worth it, you know what I mean? And we all can relate to that. We got 2032, nice harmony at the beginning. You know, talks his sway of women and how he's also engulfed in his music, and these dudes in the rap game ain't really doing it like him. It's a nice little dope track, you know what I mean? We got The Gift, another track that speaks to shady folk in your life, and when you see people hopping on, when you start to get noticed, you know, the hating kind of begins, and, you know, doing what you love sometimes can be good, but it also can hurt you too, you know what I mean, in regards to the fakery and everything. So I really love the concept in that joint. Sometimes we got to take a look in the mirror and see, you know, what we really are, or what you really are in regards to, you know what I mean, how you view people when they start to gain things, you feel me? Then we got Memories. Now I'm going to tell you, I love this track. It got that sample from Lamar and the Rihanna joint, but that's one of my favorite beats. You know what I mean? He runs this beat with a dope flow. It speaks to the memories that shaped him into the man he is now, the gang banging, the wilding out, you know, changing for the better, wins, losses, pain, you know, and how you used to want to ride for your squad. He talks, you know, losing his mother. I definitely can relate to that. You know what I mean? So that's really one of my favorite tracks on this joint too, just because of a lot of things that happened in your past shape you into the man that you are today. Alright? Then we have, I'm going to tell y'all right now, this track, hold up, let me get this sweat, because when I heard this joint, I knew that this was personal. It just happens. Shows you can learn from being in a bad relationship. You know what I mean? It's so personal, a true story of losing love. Everything you put into a relationship that failed. I love the fact that he talks, you know, stopping his lady from committing suicide, and he don't know if that was a mistake, you know, with the path that she chose after that. her choosing a man that really wasn't good for her after he, you know, broke up with her or after they split. You know, he just talks like, you know, man, all the time that he wasted in this relationship, and you know, now she realizes she lost a good dude. So this is such a personal, dope track. Then we get into a track that so many of y'all need to hear. All right, and I'm talking about "I'll Let You Decide." Another personal track of being blamed, you know, for a baby that isn't yours. So many of us dudes out here can relate to it, or isn't. You know what I mean? So as you go through this particular track and you listen to the story, he leaves you with your opinion at the end. Do you think that is his or not? I'm gonna tell you, man, if you're looking for a dope concept, if you're looking for something that's different than what a lot of these boys is doing out here, this track definitely speaks to that, y'all. Then we got Ignorant. Nice way to end this mixtape. It covers, you know, how people listen to him and think that he's ignorant with the stuff that he tries to, you know, portray to him. He talks to the Meek and the Drake beef. He talks ghostwriting. He talks, you know, balls selling out. He talks rappers that rap about drugs and guns and don't really do that. He talks to, you know, these rappers out here leading the youth in the wrong direction, and how hip-hop is breaking his heart because we really love ignorance out here. Come on, man. This is just a dope way to end this mixtape, y'all. I felt like I needed to tell y'all about this boy, the Kid Chance, bright future in hip-hop. I'm gonna even rate this joint. All right, now, the only thing that I could say, I just wish that it had a lot more original production, because his bars, they just speak for themselves. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, 11 or 12 tracks with a couple interludes. This joint would be a dope LP, and I'm sure he has an LP on the way. So I'm definitely going to be listening for that joint. But the Kid Chance, we definitely related, fam. I had to give you my first cousin. That's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Keep it up, bro. Dude.
DKC. Almost famous, yeah. Good evening, music. Sound like some Jason. Sound a killer. Go! Feeling like a different man now. I feel like Wallow in the crowd. I stand out. To tell the truth, I don't give a damn now. Nah, you get your hand cut looking for a handout. Boys got me on the verge of blackout. Pop, pop, man down. I ain't playing around. Got the heavy metal, cause you boys wanna jam out. Shop a sing, kumbaya, make them camp out. My baby, clip pull in and sedate your ass if you wanna get crazy. You can't tame me. Nah. Like the Navy, I put a tag on you like Macy's. Y'all niggas like ages, y'all can't phase me. Deflate you boys, Tom Brady. I do this on the daily. But can you blame me? Brooklyn made me, but Southside raised me. So do I need to say more? Or should I spray more? Lay you boys down like a claymore. Feeling like a 8-4, cause it's AR. Got them shaking like a chainsaw. I'm just saying, I'm lining niggas like a barber. Turn your hood to Hurricane Harbor. Shooting like Jordan. Being 40 like Spike through the garden. Dropping more bars than a warden. Start talking crazy when y'all really don't want no problems. I say this for your safety, cause the niggas I'm around be wildin'. These NY niggas shady and be really quick to catch your body. I think y'all try to play me so I can show y'all niggas how we ride it. Cause we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Yeah, we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Nigga, we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Nigga, we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Yeah, my nigga, all I do is kill. I know when you don't really wanna deal with real shit over your side like a pilgrim. And if it's beef, we putting holes in everybody that you chill with. I ain't Scarface, I'm popping and the children. So if it's beef, boy, you better kill me. Cause you pop on computers, but I pop like a duelist. I get ugly, real ugly, rumple stale. Run up in your house like Corey, dressing all black like Maury, holding that 40. Let it tell your crib a little bedtime story. Once upon a time, y'all snoring. Tools always drawn like anime. I pass away as soon as I blast away. I'm Hurricane gang. Boy, your whole turf gets slain. Squeeze a Mac and turn your waves into hurricanes. See, boy, I'm about business, no tie, no lie. I've been killing it Whole time, oh God, my whole bag gon' be on top in no time. As long as I stay on it like I did 4 lines. You already know, nigga, Queens get the money. I don't know where you from, but your whole team bummy. My side of being rap like a mummy. Through the glass like a crash test dummy. So I'm talking crazy when y'all really don't want no problems. I say this for your safety, cause the niggas I'm around be wildin'. These NY niggas shady and be really quick to catch a body. I think y'all tryna play me so I can show y'all niggas how we ride it. Cause we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Yeah, we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. We bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. Nigga, we bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it, bout it. That's a fact. With me. Woo. Play no games.
Hey, once again, I'm back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to the 3rd segment. And there will be a 4th segment because I gotta break this Drake John down into 2, as though he felt like he wanted to give us a double disc. Okay? I don't know why he felt like he wanted to give us a double disc. You know what? I'm not even going to go down that street. All right, we're going to talk about Scorpion. I'm not going to get into his track record and, all of the albums that my man brought out. We all know what Drake has done up until this point. He has amused some of us. He has made some of us happy. He has disappointed a lot of us, okay, that was with him at the beginning. You know what I mean? That the even before the Young Money, his mixtapes and all that, up until this point. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to hop right into this Scorpion jump, okay? We begin with Survival, all right? Now, I got to tell y'all, from the gate, it didn't start out hype, but lyrically, it just me listening because, I'm listening for responses. I'm listening for everything. All the talk around Drake. I'm like, listen, man, especially with everything that was going on, I want to hear what my man got to say. So from the beginning, I got to tell you, it came off pretty good. Him saying that he is all 4 of the faces on Mount Rushmore with the different expressions, you know what I'm saying? He talks his beef that he survived with Meek, the little scuffle he had with Puff. He talks about how there's a few kings in the game, but he has more of the crown, you know what I mean? So from the beginning, you can hear my man's confidence, you know what I mean? So it's just a smooth intro with some confident bars on how far he is ahead in the game than most of his peers, okay? Now, when it comes to, funds, that may be so. But, we're going to talk more a little bit about the music here. Then we got Non-Stop. Now, first, the production on this joint is so light to me. You know what I mean? It's been done before. It sounds a little dumbed down. You know what I mean? Drake does. I know Drake can bring so much better than the second track on this album. So, kind of halfway through the joint, skippies. Then we got Elevate, started off with the short rap chorus, and then he goes into the harmonies, which isn't bad, you know what I mean? Talks to how he's working hard to earn his funds, a little story of his grind to get where he is now. Again, the production on this particular track, it didn't really grab me, but I definitely was able to make it through that jump. Then we have Emotionless. Now, this beat grabbed me. All right, the Mariah Carey soulful singing at the beginning, and I'm not a huge fan of Mariah. You know what I mean? That kind of drew me in. It begins with a message to those, who he looked up to, who kind of disappointed him. He talks to hate from his peers because he's gotten a little bit more famous than they have in a faster time. The folk he thought he could trust did untrustworthy things to have him question certain values in his life. So this track talks to fakes, those who have low self-esteem, and how, we fake our lives in public, but we really be unhappy, you know what I mean? And he gets real personal in regards to letting us know, why he hid his child, which I really, really appreciated on this particular track, because we definitely would scrutinize something that could, to some people, be a blessing, you know what I mean? But when you're in the public eye, that's what society does. So I actually dug that particular track. Then we got God's Plan. I heard it 1,000 times. So, not saying I skipped it when hearing it on the radio, but I definitely skipped it right now. Then we got I'm Upset. Again, why is the production on this joint so corny, yo? Why? I mean, I don't understand how you have everything in your grasp as far as an artist goes, and we decide to do this. I know Drake can rap better than this. This is so dumbed down, and I get it. He's mad, but he doesn't even sound like he's mad on this track, man. It's so dry. All right, then we have probably my favorite track, one of my favorite tracks on this album, and it's the 8 out of 10 joint. A nice sample on the beat, the Incarcerated Scarface's joint. You can never front on that. Raekwon, Wu-Tang. Again, the talk of how we all be checking for him when he drops, no matter if we doubting him or not, we still listen. Mid-song, he tries to get a little aggressive with the flow, but it doesn't really last long. He warns his foes again of how they should be glad that he hasn't took the low road and feed into everything that they're doing, the drama or whatever. And then, of course, we all got some amusement out of the Plies IG clip in the interlude, at the end it talks to those who, he ain't really wasting his time dissing them or whatever. You know what I mean? I love that. I can't even front. So that particular track is actually okay. All right, then we got Mob Ties. 8 out of 10, not okay. I really dig that track. You know what I'm saying? But then we got Mob Ties. All right, now I really thought on this particular track he was going to say something in regards to, his squad or whatever being ready for war. How he's tied in with, some real gangsters or whatever. But he did not. So skip it. And then we got Can't Take a Joke. That to me that sounds kind of like a Ray Shrummer joint. They kicked him when he was down. You know what I mean? His reputation has him up. Whatever. Skip it on that joint too. Then we have Sandra Rose. Now, this sample on this beat, it grabbed me because, of course, how can we front on DJ Premier? DJ Premier's been giving out quality beats for years. You know what I mean? He talks that he's the chosen one, and the special bond between him and his mother, regardless of what we think. You know what I mean? It's really something special, as it should be. But I do love that. He kind of touches on that with this particular track. It's a little personal. We get the Rose. His mom used to be a florist. I really, really like the fact that he tied that in. And he says, niggas want a classic. That's just 10 of these, which is a very dope line. You know what I mean? So why didn't you give us 10 of these then, Drake? Okay. And then we get into probably one of the best tracks, if not the best, the Talk Up, featuring none other than the great Jay-Z. Production, DJ Paul. So I know in the studio the vibes was just bananas, alright? The brag rap is just ridiculous on this joint, man. You gotta come correct, you know what I mean? He gets maximum funds for his time. He talks, how you might have the top spot for a minute, but he's gonna have it forever, you know what I mean? Jay-Z, come on, man. First roll he studded out, he ain't see no time. Come on, man. He don't have no brand. You know what I mean? They record him. Jay-Z on this joint. This was vintage. Throwback, dope Jay-Z. Even his voice, the tone in his voice was even just confident and dope. You know what I mean? It's such a highlight on this album. Then we get into Is There More? Now in this track, he runs down the reasons for, certain feelings from him. The reasons he may laugh, the reasons he may build with you, the reasons he may cry or even lie, to you to protect you because, he cares about you. Again, the production on this track is like, and I think it's because he really wants you to listen to what he's saying. He says he really doesn't need anyone to help him gain success, and there's more to life than just money and material gain. He touches on his truth, talks on the little cartoony MCs that don't have the numbers that he have. I love the fact that he says he's done with the deal after this album, and we will celebrate that. But it's more than life than what he has. So it's kind of like a self-reflection. A song of fame. But basically needing so much more, you know what I mean, in regards to love and, that little Aaliyah insert at the end. I really, really appreciated that jump. So, you know, I'm going to hop into the second disc, but, you know, I'm a little long-winded, and this album is long, so I'll be back after these messages.
Bang! I'm just chillin' on the south side, blowing on my outside. Name A1 on the cloud side. All I wanna do is have it end when it's drought time. This the business, know that I'm about mine. Caught a case still, I don't go nowhere without mine. I only trust my intuition and my trigger finger. If it get the itching, I'ma put it to your scout line. Whenever we talk bud, it's about line. Limelight, it was never about shine, it's about time, and then it's about time you will get outlined if you getting out of line, getting upset instead of getting out grind. It's the main reason niggas is getting out grind. You ain't even pop an E-pill in your mouth grind. Put a barrel in it if I catch you with your mouth wide. Might let it sit on your nose, make you cockeyed, or just smack you with it and do the rock eye. New drop, the lie, it's off Tata. The color of spinach, I spin it, they all Popeye. I'm just chillin' on the south side, blowing on my outside. Name A1 on the cloud side. All I wanna do is have it in when it's drought time. I'm just chillin' on the south side, blowing on my endo outside. Name A1 on the cloud side. All I wanna do is have it in when it's drought time. We all know that I've been doing it for a while, doing it for the cool and doing it for the wow, doing it for the fam, you doing it for the crowd. Not satisfied until you doing it for the clouds. Grippers going, I'm still doing it with a smile, cause I'm still here, money, doing it on a pile. Feel like I let them ruin it for a while, cause everybody feel like they doing it for canal. Doing it for my sons and doing it for my daughter, doing it to the haters and do it for the supporters. Do it cause I'm the one with the voice when they ignore us. Do it for what the people from before us taught us. Do it for my city, I've never been on a tour bus. Southwest, Philly, Northwest, and of course us. Do it for the woman and of course us. Right middle finger, my left picking my up, y'all nuts. I'm just chillin' on the south side, blowing on my outside. Name A1 on the cloud side. All I wanna do is have it in when it's drought time. I'm just chillin' on the south side, blowing on my outside. Name A1 on the cloud side. All I wanna do is have it in when it's drought time.
Okay, I am back, and we are still talking about Drake's Scorpion. Alright, so we're on disc 2. Alright, the B-side begins with this track, P. Okay, now, you know, it's a track basically for the female listener, you know, that gets really fooled by the excitement, you know, at the beginning of a relationship, you know what I mean? But don't be fooled with the pleasantries from dudes out here, you know, because things kind of start off okay, and then, you know, things can make a turn for the worse, you know what I mean? So that track actually kind of begins okay. All right, then we get into Summer Games, a quick track, you know what I mean? You know what? No, I couldn't get through that joke. Skips. Then we got Jaded. Now I'm gonna tell you, I like this track. You know what I mean? Track of a woman that's confused. You know, they get you all worked up for nothing, and you know, basically the relationship was all for nothing. He's hurt when he sees her with another dude. You know, the difference now how she is, and he misses what they had. So I really like this track, y'all. You know what I mean? It talks to some truth, you know, when you have that fame, and sometimes you do have to be a little jaded. Sometimes you do, you know, have to move on, and we be feeling some type, you know what I mean? And you know, I can't front on that track, y'all. I dug that joint. Then we got Nice for What? All right, come on, man. Skippies, you know what I mean? I heard that joint like 1,000 times on the radio, and the radio actually can make you hate a song, and that's actually what happened in regards to that. Then we have Finesse. Now, another one of my favorites, man. I dig the chorus on this track. You know, he talks to a woman out here, you know, leading these dudes astray. And you know, he sees the finessing and how she moves, and you know, he's still attracted to her even though they don't see things eye to eye, you know what I mean? You know, it's just basically a track of attraction that to someone that really isn't good for you, you know what I mean? And how many times, come on y'all, we know that, all of us, men, women, we see the finesse and we see how they move. We're like, yo, man, they real dope with how they getting them balls over there or getting her, you know what I'm saying? So you be attracted to that. Then we have a Ratchet Happy Birthday. Do we really got to go there? Nah. Skippies. Then we got That's How You Feel. You know, this is actually an okay record, man. The Nicki Minaj live sample in the chorus. You know, again though, Drake's flow on most of these tracks is a bit boring to me, man. No energy. And this might be on purpose, you know. Maybe he wasn't feeling the album. Maybe, you know, he's trying to get out the deal, like he says. You know, these tracks, a lot of them kind of feel forced. Then we got Blue Tint. That's just not my type of style coming from Drake. Another Skippies. I don't know if this joint gonna break a record or not. In My Feelings. Again, you know, something else sounding like everything else. That's two back-to-back Skippies. I just, oh God, this is just getting bad, man. Then we got, no, you know what? It gets good right here. I Can't Front on this Don't Matter to Me featuring Michael Jackson. A nice song about, you know, a woman or people for that matter just doing things to hide the sadness from a breakup. You know, Mike sounds good on the chorus, man. I don't know how much he paid to get Mike's voice on this joint, but, you know, I'm sure something was drop heavy. A nice groove and looking at Drake's relationships. You know, with, relationship rather with, I don't know who, but you know what I mean? It's still good. All in all, that track, I dig that jump, and it's been buzzing all over the internet too. Then we got After Dark. This track is okay too. You know, talks to Creepin', not knowing if she, you know, is seeing someone else at the time that he chooses to spend with her. You know, it's normally after dark. And, you know, he wants to make this woman a priority, you know, and he will soon enough, but not right now. We're going to set this joint up for After Dark. Ty Dolla $ign's, Static Major, you know what I mean? That track is actually okay. Then we have Final Fantasies. You know, we get it. Nah, fam, I'm good on that joint too. You know, March 14th. Now, of course, this is probably done, you know, at the end, you know what I mean? Once all the dissing and all of that came out, gets a little personal here, you know what I mean? You know, he talks to Baby with the porn star, you know, how he hopes that his son will hear the song when he's able to understand the mistakes that people sometimes make, you know what I mean? He talks how he's disappointed in himself because he didn't want to be a bad example or a bad parent. You know, he doesn't want to walk in the footsteps of his father and all of that, or just bad influences and deadbeat dads and all of that. So the production is light on there, I gotta admit, but again, what he's saying, some truth to it, you know, kind of sums up and is ending the album on a good note. You know, production, basic, boring flow, no real art in this album, y'all. No diss responses. I mean, come on, man. With everything that was popping off, you know, you could go in as fast as y'all could put stuff out now. You know, you could have did something, Drake. Come on, fam. Mediocre bars, man. The album is too long. You could have chose like maybe 10 or 11 joints and gave it to us. I can actually probably pick out 11 joints and this joint would have been just dope. So I'm going to rate this. I'm going to get off of y'all nerves. This is my second cousin, man. We get a 2.5 out of 5 stars, man. Drake can give us better music, man. You know, but now that he has this audience, he just thinks we stupid. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. Soon as you see success. Hey, once again, I'm back. It's the Uncle. Welcome to another episode of TUBARS, yo. All right, now.